Hello everyone, my name is Elon Musk, and this is not a parody account. What's going on? Twitter.com. You've heard of it. It's influenced elections, it's brought public figures down into the dirt with the rest of us, it's given 396.5 million people crippling lifelong insecurities and issues with addiction. So I don't need to tell you what's going on with Twitter right now, right? Like, you know, Elon Musk, $8, verification, no verification, double verification, no verification, right? Like, you were there for all that. We were all there. Were you one of the casualties of this rich crybaby's ineptitude in joke policing? Then you might be entitled to financial compensation. So I don't want to talk about what we already know. What I do want to talk about today is this mad rush to find a replacement for Twitter, and why that will never happen or work ever. The one you've probably been hearing the most about is Mastodon. It's essentially a crossover, as I see it, between a social media site and Discord, I think. This one in particular can never become like the bona fide replacement for Twitter. And the reason behind that is very, very simple. There's a learning curve. And you can't have that with the next big social media site. You know, you log onto Facebook for the first time, and in mere seconds, you can read other status updates, make friends, join groups, and post a status of your own. Same with Instagram. Make an account, set it up, follow accounts, you're done. And same goes for Twitter, and YouTube, and Tumblr, and fucking Google+, I don't know. But Mastodon is trickier. When you go to mastodon.com, you've already fucked up. Wow. Because that's not the URL. Idiot. It's joinmastodon.org, obviously. Now, to Mastodon's credit, it is taking this newfound popularity in stride and is doing a great job of pulling its weight in terms of trying to be exactly what users are looking for out of a new social media. Namely, it's decentralized, meaning you're only being shown what you care about, what you decided to keep up with, and it does away entirely with algorithmically trending topics, which is huge, and definitely something that places like Twitter and Instagram should really start looking into. Additionally, Mastodon has a really cool policy where instead of algorithms deciding which servers are at the top, they control what their site promotes, meaning that only the communities that are very heavily and responsibly moderated will be shown to users. Now, where does the issue come in? You may have already picked up on it. What the fuck are servers? So this is where I worry that audience retention is gonna dip, so I'm gonna try my best to explain this tech talk in about 30 seconds. Go. Before you can create an account on Mastodon, you have to decide which servers you want to be a part of, called instances. There's specific instances for animators, game developers, web developers, freelancers, as well as general purpose instances like Mastodon Party or Mastodon Social. Create an account, and then you can follow some folks that you might like in any instance. It doesn't just have to be the one that you're in. And then it develops a home feed for you. You can change which instance you're a part of at any time, you can post updates, etc., just like Twitter, but the UI is just uglier and a little bit more complicated, and also, nobody's on it. So yeah, those are the biggest issues with Mastodon right now. It's a little bit too complicated and nobody's over there. Unfortunately, if you're trying to be the next Twitter, you can't have nobody on your platform, and you can't have a complex user experience. Honestly, I don't even know if that's a fair criticism of Mastodon, because I don't think they ever wanted to be the next big social media, so we'll see what happens with that. But if they want to be successful, what they're gonna have to do is find more of a foundation and become something more than just not Twitter. So, you know, if not Mastodon, what's left? What is the site that people are saying is going to be America's next top Twitter?
We know a place.
No.
Hey, have you guys heard of Homestuck?
No.
We are cringe, but we are free.
No. Yes! Tumblr is putting its hat in the ring to be the next Twitter. Unfortunately, this gap in the marketplace cannot be taken by Tumblr any more than it can be taken by MySpace. This is to say, Tumblr has a very specific image that it will never be able to shake. And much like Mastodon, Tumblr has a user experience that's just too different from main social media platforms right now for that transition to work for most people, especially older people, and especially the big guns that you would need to move people over there in droves, namely celebrities and political figures. Some people, like Ryan Reynolds and Linda Carter, are already over there, but it's not gonna happen, guys. I know how funny it sounds that Tumblr would even be a contending name right now, but it's really not. It's not gonna happen. This is the place known for fandom culture. It's the place known for Homestuck. It's the place known for cringe. And for what it's worth, I know that Twitter was known for toxic stans and political fandoms, but Tumblr is a different fucking breed, man. And also, like I said, it's a totally different user experience. And I'm not just talking about trading in retweets for reblogs. I mean the concept of the site as a whole. Everything on Tumblr is an interaction. It's a conversation. It's a dialogue. It's a lot more niche. It's a lot more curated. Cultures and fandoms are built into communities in a way that just never happened on Twitter because Twitter never tried to do that. Unfortunately, just like MySpace will always be seen as the social media of the past, Facebook will always be seen as the social media for old people, Snapchat will always be seen as the one for middle schoolers, Tumblr will always be seen as the one for cringe. And as funny as it would be to watch Marco Rubio and The Rock try to navigate shitposts on Tumblr, it's not gonna happen. So this is what I really want to dig into. The question, why? Why wouldn't this happen? Why is Mastodon or Tumblr or hell, even MySpace not ever going to be able to hold a candle to Twitter? Even now that it's like a crumbling mess over there. And the reason is simple, but also complicated. First and foremost, the migration from social media app to social media app over the course of the years has always been an organic process, and because the new platforms could offer something the old platforms couldn't. MySpace died because Facebook was MySpace, but streamlined. It was also more accessible and new user-friendly. People didn't want to join MySpace. They wanted to have already been on MySpace. So when something new came along, Facebook, it was new, and it was exciting, and it was cool, and it was the new place for everyone to go. Especially at that time, people were looking for new social media sites, so it filled that gap perfectly. We lost a lot with that move, like custom-coded profiles and music that would play when people would visit your profile, but we left for the simplicity. Then Twitter came around and showed us something even shorter and simpler. There was a fun challenge in only having 140 characters to play with, and being able to endlessly and slightly more anonymously share your thoughts. It's also a lot easier to go viral on Twitter, and also it's easier to discover new content. And that is where Facebook really dropped the ball. It was great if you wanted to catch up with your friends and family and make little groups, but it was hard to discover new people and new content. Enter the age of the influencer. Twitter understood that this was happening at the time. Tumblr understood this. Instagram understood it. Vine did. Eventually TikTok. Twitter then became somewhere where everyone felt like someone, and that was important. You could say any half-assed opinion on a movie or a celebrity or a political situation and get 100K likes overnight. Everyone had a microphone on everyone's stage. For the first time ever in human history, every single person had a voice, for better or for worse. And therein lies the issue, right? Twitter became discourse. Twitter is the voice of the people. It's the critics' opinions that you see in movie trailers. It's the quotes that you see in local and national news. Hashtags are the rallying cries of political parties and movements and fandoms. It's everything, and it's everywhere. Is that a good thing? Sorta. I don't know. Why asking me? Is it a good thing that we can speak truth to power? Yes. Is it a good thing that we can boost the voices of victims and oppressed groups? Yes. Is it a good thing that literally anyone can say anything with any degree of anonymity? Probably not. Is it a good thing that politicians can use social media to manipulate the masses? No. The problem with Twitter being synonymous with discourse is twofold. One, you will always get the bad with the good. Two, you'll never be able to do it again. You'll never be able to recreate Twitter because Twitter was lightning in a bottle. So you can't look at Twitter and say, I'm gonna make this site, but with better moderation or no trending topics or a more streamlined UI, because then it's no longer Twitter and people won't want to go there. Even if it's a better platform, if not that many people are on there, people are going to feel like they can't say what they want to say as loudly and they won't move. And then you have a dead platform. So what does this mean, you say? Is Twitter going to die? No, probably not. Would it be horrible if it did? No, probably not. No, but seriously, it won't be the end of the world if Twitter goes down in flames. In fact, it'll probably be pretty funny, because fuck Elon Musk and all his little tech bros. He will end this broke as a joke, I will laugh, and people will move to YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat and yada yada yada. The world will turn. Side note, not that I want this to happen because it will further monopolize the most profitable industry in the world, but honestly, I would not be surprised if Meta announced that Instagram will soon have a text-only feed option. Honestly, I would be shocked if they're not working on a text feed right now. Instagram just needs to add this one more thing to its already very bloated UI, and boom, it becomes the quintessential social media. It's already got videos like YouTube, reels like TikTok, stories like Snapchat, and somehow doesn't have the toilet reputation of Facebook, so Seems like a no-brainer. Or maybe another big tech company like Microsoft will come around and try to get in on the social media game, try their hand at creating the next big hub of discourse. Or, you know, Google Plus too, anyone? Yik Yak too? Sorry, just threw up a little. But what do I know? I'm just a silly little video man sitting in front of his silly little computer talking to his silly little camera, pretending like any of this actually matters. When what does matter is liking this video if you liked it, subscribing if you have not done so already, making sure to hit that bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video, and coming back next time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let's do this again soon. Goodbye.